And so it begins. It's test plot day. Doing my first pass. So we gotta go from here to over there. 8 rows at a time. Barb will come up here. At the end, I will dump. She will go dump it on the way wagon. I'll show you that when we get over this little knob so you can actually see those things happening. Right now you can't. So, but yep, test plot has begun. It is 10:38. I'm gonna say it's gonna take at least, it's gonna take over an hour to do this. 6 acres, 7 acres. Yep. All right, last pass of the test plot. And as you can see down there, I don't know how well you can see, I'm not zooming it in. She's dumping on the way wagon, which is parked next to the trucks, with the 2 clowns that I threatened not to spill any of our corn. Meanwhile, the channel salesman has been in here harassing me while we're doing this. And they all loved the book, the Democrat book, because of course I had to show them. I don't know, that's got to be like the 3rd truck. Yeah. John's taking over off this little bit. And we got a bird in front of us that can't decide whether or not it wants to get up and fly away. Oh, there it goes. Yep. Alright, now you can probably see it better that we're closer. Cart into way wagon into truck. Alright, test plot done. Back up, back here. Yes, that 1.5 inch of rain we had made things a little muddy in spots. Not all over. So, test plot was really good. Moistures was anywhere between the mid 17s to I think 21 something was our wettest. So this corn here will be back to probably between 19 and 21. But also my dryers being what the title of the, the last video, pain in the ass corn. No, it should be pain in the ass dryer. Running the dryer manually, because on auto it just, at 11:15 last night when I checked it before I went to bed, it was running full bore, dumping 16.5% corn into the bin. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. Worked fine for most of the day, but couldn't get it to work right to start with. Then finally got it to work right. Now it don't want to work right again, so we're basically running it like my 1984 dryer I had before this, setting it manually, which, whatever. Not like I haven't done it before. Not like I didn't do it for years. Hell, this corn's dried down just in the past day. 19.7, 19.8. Look at the yield. And for those that might think, oh, those yields are bullshit. That test plot field averaged 233 bushels an acre, and their numbers agree with what my numbers are. And yes, like I said, we calibrated the combine, and Barb's cart numbers were all within 100 pounds of what their numbers were on their way wagon. So some of them less. Haven't had to worry about dumping on the go. Number 1, trucks can't keep up anyhow, and number 2, this ain't that long of a field, but up and back, and on my 3/4 buzzer goes off, so, and 2 3/4 more than fills a 6-wheeler, so just no sense in dumping on the go. We don't have to. When you're in really good corn, which is a good thing seeing as the price sucks, but I don't know. AJ Osborne from I A Farmer on YouTube, which you should go follow. It's like it sounds, I, then an A, and then the word farmer. Keep sending me stuff about exports. But yeah, you don't see the government talking about exports. They just keep telling us, oh, too much crop, too much crop. Yep. I'm telling you folks, I think they want us to eat bugs. So we are dumping on the go right here just because I needed to. She's gonna have more than enough to fill the truck. And we gotta make sure we both stop at the same time. Which worked out just fine. She was busy filming me going up and down the field, which is why she never heard me when I said, hey, come to the other end, I'll dump back there. So I needed to dump on the go that time. Alright, onward and upward. We're on to the next field, up here up the road from the farm, across from my brother's house there on the corner of Denison Road. And yeah, it's all pretty damn dry. I think it's all gonna just keep getting drier as the week goes on with this beautiful weather. And it's yielding pretty good. Just getting the headlands off, we're over 170 for an average. And it sucked over there along the woods. I mean, the first 8 rows down and around, yeah, you could hear it tinkling in the bin because it really sucked. Boy, when you get away from the woods, and what was funny is back there a ways before I started filming, I had a little scrubby buck that literally ran between the 3rd and 4th row all the way around the field, around the bend till he got to the woods. Then he just moseyed off into the woods. Alright, I got a dump before I go down the hill. The best part about Test Plot Day, they bring donuts and coffee. Coffee I don't care about because I don't drink coffee. But there was one donut left. It's got sprinkles and jelly in it. I'm gonna eat it. Yes, I am. Right in front of you. That truck's about 3/4 full because we're done. Because the wet bin's full. Yeah, you probably can't see it, but both eyes are yellow. Even though the corn's dry, it's yielding like a bastard. So it don't take long. Fill the, I mean, we've been going at it. It's, what is it, almost 5. But so I got the combine sitting out back. I got to blow it off. The head's sitting over there on the cart, ready to move to Emmerich Road. And things will get a little slower as we move away from home. I mean, when you're doing everything that's, you know, right here and you're dumping right there. I mean, the field up the road was the farthest one away, and it's, I don't know, 1/4 mile that we just did. And that 10-acre field, I think it was 2,147 bushel off that 10-acre field. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I just priced or sold 5,000 bushel that hopefully they come and get next week. He said he's going to definitely get 2 loads. Well, I'd hope 4, because I'm going to have to keep selling. For a whopping $3.55 a bushel. Yeah. Thank God things are, and I'm not shitting you when I say probably averaging 20 bushel the acre better than what we normally do. I mean, the corn has been phenomenal here. So, like my grain broker said, yeah, there's places in the Midwest that are really good, but there's also places that aren't so good. So they average out. You want to look for a place where there's probably record yields throughout the entire state. Yeah, it's New York. But we're a pimple on an elephant's ass, so we don't matter when they talk about corn. Oh, so I've spent the last hour fucking with this thing. It would keep telling the dryer it needs to slow down, flashing with the arrow facing down, but the rate would run right up there at full, so I'm back on manual. So in a couple hours I'll come out, take a sample, see what it's doing, see if I have to adjust it up a few notches or down a few, a few points. But I know where it's at right now is roughly where I want it, but holy shit, what a son of a bitch. This has been a pain in the ass. So this field across the road where the test plot was really good. Total it averaged, I think it was just shy of 230. And I think the lowest sample or lowest variety in the test plot was 197 or 8. I got the email. I haven't taken time to look at it. And the highest one was like 240 something. I mean, it was, and I could tell going up and down, which ones were really good and which ones were just good. So now the price would just be worth something, because yeah, we got extra bushels compared to normal, but we're giving them away. I gotta get this cleaned off. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I sound muffled. I think the corn is dirtier than freaking beans this year, as far as the combine goes. I mean, look at this shit. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yep. So I'm gonna suck dust now. So I don't need to have the camera on to do that. Oh, hang on. So here's your one more thing. Push on the Grumpy Farmer apparel, because I'm a t-shirt hack, or a grifter. That's what it was, grifter. And don't ever be a farmer, because it sucks sometimes. Yeah, it really does. You know, us generational farmers, as the ass lickers on the dumb fuck doofus ag there 2 hours east of me. You know, he's a hero because he's a first generation farmer. Well, I didn't realize all this was here when my dad started. Huh. Yep, us generational farmers just had everything handed to us. Imagine that. But anyways, I've had enough for today. And today was the live stream day. It's actually supposed to start shortly, and obviously you're going to notice that you're not getting a live stream, so you'll get one eventually. All right, I'll give you a second more thing here right before it gets dark, because it's obviously getting dark. So I talked to two different grain brokers today. The one I normally do business with all the time, trying to get the dust off me, and the one that I do business with once in a while. And I sold to one, like I said, $3.55 a bushel, which, yeah, that kind of sucks. The other one was not good at all, so just saying. But you know, I like to rag on the doofus ag there, the dipshit 2 hours east of me. Well, I know some of you follow him and follow me. Him and his shit truck there. I remember one time watching where he says 100 days a year, 10-hour days, hauling shit at $125 an hour. Do the math, folks. And he said the farms provide the fuel. Well, that cuts down on your expenses dramatically. So that's, you know, being generous, taking quite a bit off for expenses, which fuel would be your most, and that supposedly is provided. You're making well over 100 grand a year doing that. I guess we should all go buy shit trucks, because if I'm getting $3.50 for my corn out of my bin, drying it myself, and you're selling corn to a feed mill, ethanol plant, wherever, as high moisture out of the field, fuck, you ain't gonna get $3, because they're gonna dock the piss out of you for moisture. They're gonna charge you way more for drying than what it costs me to dry my own. And there's one thing in this business that y'all gotta remember, and I know the haters are gonna come on, he's fucking whining. I'm not whining, I'm explaining things like I do. Everybody above us on the totem pole is gonna make just as much money as they did last year, if not more, because that's what the business plans are. They're not gonna, oh, the farmers are getting it shoved up their ass, well, we'll make a little less money too. Ethanol plants are gonna make the same, feed mills are gonna make, they're all gonna make the same. So if the basis for us for dry corn around here is this bad, holy fuck, I can't imagine wet corn. So if he tells he's getting over $3 a bushel out of the field, you go ahead and keep believing him, ass lickers.